Greetings, everyone. This is Jonathan with REI Brokers, and today we're at the closing table with an old dear friend of mine, Conrad Ercolono, who just completed a refinance of his duplex over in Dayton, Ohio. Welcome, Conrad.
I was flipping houses, and then in 2008, the market did its thing where we had a correction in the market. And so I didn't really know what my next move was. Doing the out-of-state properties, because I recognize that for an investor, the leverage is better for me to invest out of state and finding people that are reliable to work with. So that's just it. It's been this ongoing quest to find the right formula for me to make real estate investing work.
I think most of the time, trying to understand what that formula is for success is dependent on a number of things, especially when you're looking at refinancing a turnkey property. Everyone looks at the numbers differently. Some of them look at it purely on the cash and cash return. Others look at it purely on a straight cap rate or the dollar amount net income pre-tax you're going to earn each month. One thing I've learned over 20 years now of doing this is that the lower the purchase price, the harder the lift to get the property renovated, stabilized. I'm more interested in why Ohio.
After we had the real estate market collapse and a lot of things kind of went down, what areas are growing again? What areas are developing infrastructure? And then you compound that with COVID and everything that's been going on. A lot of people are doing remote work, and so where you live is less important to your job than it was maybe 3 years ago. So I was looking at areas with significant economic growth. That's what got me into the major cities in Ohio. And then I started pricing, and then I realized, probably everybody's focused on those areas because for the very same reason. That's when I started looking at Dayton getting a lot of government money to rebuild infrastructure. And I thought, okay, maybe this is an upcoming city.
Any investor is trying to establish a footprint in any market. For a lot of investors out of state who want to invest in our market, particularly in the Birmingham, Alabama area, we always encourage them to visit the market. One of the challenges to managing and owning and operating a turnkey property when you're employing the BRRRR model remotely is having the right team in place. And what I think Conrad here has done, he has successfully found a good real estate agent, contractor, and property management to bring the whole team together to ensure his success. So that's just a real testament to the years that Conrad has been doing this, where he's really refined his process.
The thing that I've learned, that my big takeaway from all of this, is that the lower threshold homes are so much harder to get financing on, and
Right.
that 100,000 duplex, the $100,000 mark was the key. So $50,000 a door, and it just didn't hit that mark. And I was actually at the time a little concerned that I wasn't going to be able to get financing on it. Especially the first lender basically said no. And so you were able to find another one that was able to meet the criteria. I mean, we squeaked by with $90,000 appraisal.
One of the strengths of our services is that our loyalty is to the client. Even though the lenders pay us, our job, my job, is to make sure that you get the best rate and the best terms. Most importantly, whenever you're looking to refinance a BRRRR property, make sure you know what the lender's minimum requirements are on a refi when you're trying to run that BRRRR property through the process. So let's talk about the rate and terms that Conrad received for his duplex over in Dayton, Ohio. As we said earlier, the second lender agreed to finance him with a $90,000 appraised value. The lender then offered him a 70% loan to value, which equated to a $63,000 loan. The rate was 5.125%. He has a monthly PITI of around $562, and he received on his cash at closing approximately $55,000. What are you looking to do with the cash out that you received from this particular refi?
I have, as we speak, I've got my sights on Indianapolis, and this was, through referral. through you. I think like that would be my biggest piece of advice to people doing this is, number one, talk to Jonathan before you do anything. Because you're if we had known all the parameters in advance, I think I would have been a less hard process in Dayton, or maybe I wouldn't purchased it at all. Going into the Indianapolis market through referral, trust is such a huge issue.
Well, I was going to ask you, why would you recommend or use REI brokers again? But I think you already gave us your reasons, which of course I greatly appreciate. I mean, we go back a long time, and thank you so much. I wish you much success on with this property, as well as your endeavors in Indianapolis. Of course, love to assist you with refinancing some additional properties as well as acquisitions in the near future. So thank you, Conrad Ercolono, for joining us here today. If you need funding for your fix and flip, your acquisitions, or your refinance of your single family, your rental portfolios, or your multifamily properties, please contact me at 205-924-5045, or you could email us at loans@reibrokers.com. We would love to assist you on your next purchase or your refi, and we hope to see you next at the closing table.